This video is intended for mature audiences only. There will be cussing, swearing, partial nudity, and comic books.
Welcome to Centauri Stir Fry. How the heck are you? Hope you guys are being excellent to each other out there. Today we got comics. We got new comics. We got old comics. We got a graded comic. We've even got some manga. Oh yeah. But the one thing I don't have is a topic. And you can't quit your day job and do YouTube full time without a topic. You have to have your finger on the pulse of pop culture constantly. Like, you have to have a Twitter account, which I don't. So I need to think about topics to stay relevant. What do I got? Let's see.
Top 10 comics that you need right now. Guess what? First appearances are a good investment. Top 10 Bronze Age keys that you should win in a divorce settlement. Top 10 comics that you should take to a desert island. Should you own Hulk 181? Should you own New Warriors #1? Top 10 Silver Age books that you should rip up in a messy divorce. Top 10 bald comic book characters. Top 10 mustaches in comics. Top 10 comics that you should request in a hostage negotiation. Top 10 hot keys that you need to survive the apocalypse. Should you buy Shadowhawk for 50 cents? The answer is yes. Top 10 comics that you need more than nunchucks.
All right, so now that we have topics available, I probably won't choose any of those, but that's cool.
Marvel.
Fantastic Four, X-Men by Chip Zdarsky and Terry Dodson and Rachel Dodson. I think they're a happily married couple. I like Chip Zdarsky a lot. In fact, my favorite current book is Daredevil, and I really loved his Marvel 2-in-1 with The Thing and Human Torch. And it still pisses me off to this day that they gave the FF relaunch to Dan Slott and not Chip Zdarsky, because I think Chip Zdarsky gets it. He gets the family element, and he gets what the Fantastic Four are all about, which is imagination. Even if you look at the original Fantastic Four font, you know, from the old Stan Lee days, it looks like it was hand-drawn by somebody. They were in a hurry, and they just like, yeah, like your mind would just take you to places you could just, it was limitless. I don't feel that with Dan Slott. If Chip was doing it right now, I'd be spinning 2 current FF books on my nipples like some kind of stripper in Vegas. That's how excited I would have been. Basically a Marauders FF crossover. It's well written, and what I enjoyed about it most were the FF parts. There are some moments in there that he questions the whole agenda of the current X-Men. They throw some shade at the X-Men. I'm glad to see some reaction besides my own questioning their tactics and agenda. Is it worth $5? No. This should have been $3.99 like anything else. It's not. There's no special paper. There's no. I don't feel like there's extra pages. If there are, whatever. There's a lot of wasted pages in here. It was nice to see certain moments, especially with The Thing. I would love to see Chip Zdarsky write a solo theme title. I would freaking love it. Just have adventures and like all over the place. Like hang out with the Avengers one day, hang out with Ghost Rider, maybe hang out with Sleepwalker, Night Thrasher. Oh man, these things just got hard. I need a space heater. It's like chafing already. That's weird.
Conan #12.
When this first came out, when Marvel first announced this, I was super freaking excited. I've always been obsessed with Conan, but my experience level with Conan is pretty minute. It's pretty unworthy. Overall, I was just really ready to dive into something that actually finally had some balls, like masculinity.
Just take your braces and just crush people.
He's like the epitome of brute force, of take no prisoners, no compromise. Anyway, overall, I enjoyed it, but I was kind of let down at the same time. I would just put it right down the middle. And if you're a Conan fan and you want more, current comic books probably aren't the way to go. I would check out maybe an omnibus, look up some back issues, check out some Savage World of Conan magazine, something, and look for that older spiciness, that Buscema goodness, that Barry Winston Smith stuff. This wasn't bad. I expected a lot less from Marvel, so we'll see where it goes from there.
Thor #2.
Donny Cates and Decline. Thor versus Galactus. There's a lot of history between Thor and Galactus. It goes way back. His origin is actually established in the Thor series. He's trying to save some worlds, save some planets, because the Black Winter is coming. Black Silver shows up. He's like, yo. He doesn't talk like that. What's that? What's that? Inappropriate. Thor's like, hey, I'll help you have fun. Yeah, I'll pick the planet. I'll let you know if there's no life on there, you can have it. They go to a planet, and Galactus is like,
I hunger.
and Thor's like, no. They fight. And the ending, ooh, the last page, mouth-watering on the cybernetic cyborg pony scale. I enjoyed it. So I think Donny Cates doing a pretty good job right now. I think he's bringing out everything that I would love to see in a Thor book. Heck yeah. X-Force #6. I know this came out like 2 weeks ago or whatever. And look at this cover, it's horrible. Most of these X-Force covers have been really bad. This is such a weird, this is so strange. This is like a panel they just blew up. Didn't take long for me to just get totally disgusted by what the X-Men are pulling. They're basically drug dealers. They're basically running an ethno-national state. I want nothing more than an X-Men Civil War. I wish Scott Summers would just pull his head out of his ass. But what disgusts me about this is X-Force is basically The X-Men's CIA. And you're thinking, that's sexy. That's sexy, right? No, it's not. Basically, this is what happens. This is Beast, and he's narrating this book. Here's what he says. I am in charge of interpreting all data for Krakoa. That means I control all information. And if some of that information is damaging to mutant kind generally, or X-Force specifically, I arrange the cleanup. With bribes, planted evidence, false news reports, memory erasure, whatever it takes to hide our work. A helicopter crashed because of a rotor malfunction. That's a little on the nose. A lab burned down to the ground because of a bad circuit. It's like, I mean, he goes on. That's their tactics. That's what they do to, you know, propel the agenda. Wow, that's good for you. I want to root for these people? No, this sucks.
DC. Last card, number 4.
Black Label. Ah, it's beautiful. Who writes this thing? Philip Kennedy Johnson, and beautiful art by Ricardo Frederici. There's so many cool moments in this. But there's this guild. These Guild of Eldrick, I think. I don't know. Most of the time, a lot of the names in this. It usually takes me about 20 minutes to read this because I'm trying to pronounce the name over and over and over again. I'm like, how do you say that? How do you say that? And I'm like, take a little break in between. I'm like, I'm stupid, right?
I'm an idiot.
My favorite book in DC right now. And it's great because it had Batman in it.
Independence.
All right, my only independent book last week, whenever the heck I picked this up, was The Red Mother. Very, very, very cool cover. I love this cover. Absolutely nothing happens to this. A girl loses her eye. Right there. That's what happens. She loses her eye. Her boyfriend's missing, and she starts to see flashes of red, and there's some kind of death-like being from like another dimension that she sees walking through the crowd. Kind of a creepy moment, but it's obviously one of these books that's structured around a television pace. You know, that's what it is, and I hate books like that. I'm getting really tired of it. Sometimes it works. Most of the time, no, I don't expect, not when it's $5 or $4, whatever this was. But I can say that the art is really, really nice, and I'm really tempted to keep checking it out because he has like a Luna Brothers kind of feel, like if you ever read the Sword or Girls or something like that. It really has that kind of vibe, just a little bit more detail. Not too shabby, but overall I just don't like the style anymore. I'm just like, I can't do this. You gotta have more in a single issue for me to stick around. Vinland Saga, Volume 1. So my daughter bought this for me over Christmas, and when I read it, I immediately bought the next 2 volumes, and then after I read those, I immediately bought the next 3 volumes. This thing got me so psyched. It's got a historical base to it. We're talking about Danes, we're talking about the Britons, we're talking about Vikings. You've got a hero with a mission, but he's not perfect. He's kind of a butthole. There's no skinny little goth kid or skinny little goth girl that's just like total the most badass. No, there's no subversion of this book. It's just straight to the point. Like, here's how the world works. When I read this, I was refreshed. Immediately hit with something that I was just like, yes, this is what I've been wanting for a long time. And it made me like convert to manga. I was like, dude, okay, I'm in.
Marvel Spotlight.
On Red Wolf, number 1, this is Red Wolf's origin, and we got a nice Neil Adams cover. I threw it in some Mylar to make it look fancy, but honestly, it's a beat up hunk of crap. But I'm still happy to have it. I think it's cool. I keep seeing Red Wolf every time I go to a flea market. Heck yeah, give it to me. Let's start there. Really cool cover too. I like the yellow covers, the yellow backgrounds. Man,
We got Thor 148, the first appearance of the Wrecker.
yes, the Wrecker. Man, I have a soft spot for the Wrecker. There was a long time ago, way back then, there was an Acts of Vengeance book. I remember getting this and reading it over and over again. I think it was the Wrecker versus Iron Man. And man, it was a brutal fight. The whole book was a fight. I've liked the Wrecker ever since. I like the Wrecker crew. I like Absorbing Man. And I think all those first appearances are pretty cheap. This was cheap as well. I just like this cover too. We got some Kirby action going on. It's just great. I like the red background. Great. This is a book I've been collecting slowly but surely. And every haul I have, I usually leave these out, maybe show one until I get them all together. I'm going to do another video, a separate video on all the doubles of ROM that I think I mistakenly bought because I never use a list. I just go in there, just balls out. I was trying to use my memory on the covers of ROM. There's 75 issues, and I know I've made a lot of mistakes. This is a second copy, and we got ROM number 1, 9.6 white pages, right? Yes, white page. I have a pretty decent copy. I wouldn't call it a reader copy, but I've had its first issue for a while, but I just had to have something flashy. I had to have the best example that I was willing to pay for it. It wasn't that expensive at all. I would never buy a 9.8 of ROM. That's just ridiculous. Never. What do you think? I'm crazy? No. Anyway, I love this book. I've read this before. I've not read the whole series, but I'm looking forward to it. I've read issues here and there, and I like Rom. He's a hero, but he's cursed. He's trapped inside his Space Knight armor, and forever he's lost his humanity. And he's hunting these jerk dire wraiths down that can turn into me or you. Maybe you're a dire wraith. Maybe it's you. Maybe. And before we get out of here, a big thank you to Matilda Gothica. She got me this really sweet Hellboy bookmark back in the day. I love Hellboy, and she knows that. I really dig it, and she sent me a Christmas card, and just finally got here. Now, she's from across the sea, and it takes a little time for things to get there. But I love this. I love her style. It's kind of like a pot style. I just like the colors. It looks great. It's just awesome. Really cool present. I think it took about 2 months to get here. Not her fault. It's you know, damn ocean. It's huge. But thank you, Matilda. I think it's awesome. I love it. So it's great. I love Hellboy paraphernalia. Thank you very much. Guys, that's going to do it. Remember, spade into your pets. And Cyclops was right. That's right. See you next time.